Hare Krishna, my name is Ishwar Das. Today we discuss the topic, why does God allow trial and temptations to come into our lives? Now, we are eternal souls. We are, first of all, not these bodies. Just as a man having a car, brand new car, expensive car, and a child or a bird may pass by and pass stool over the car, he becomes disturbed about it. Then, as an onlooker, you think he's too attached to the car. That is why because he's different from the car. It's just some stool, he can just wash it off. So similarly, when we consider the reality of material world, Krishna explains that what is the actual reality of this material world? Dukkalayam ashashvatam. It is temporary and miserable. So when this reality of the material world as being temporary and miserable is interacting with us, and it always does, then when it always does, it does either favorably or unfavorably. But when it does favorably, we rejoice. And we don't complain. And we don't consider it a trial. Because it is a trial actually, even favorably. Because when favorably things happen in relation to the body, it causes you to forget your real identity as an eternal soul. And when unfavorable things in relation to what we consider to be unfavorable means things that cause us some pain and suffering, then we consider these things unfavorable because we identify with the body. Just like the person having a nice car and a bird passes stool on the car, he becomes disturbed about that. So we become disturbed because we identify with the body, just like the person identifies with the car. So, in reality, so we should say, then why should we undergo these suffering? Well, there are different factors. One factor is, because we are eternal soul, we had bodies in the past. And when we had these bodies in the past, because we had some kind of a domination over others, so we exploit others. In this way, we may not suffer as a result of exploiting others in different ways, but the sinful reactions from exploiting others builds up, and it's stored. Somebody is taking care of it in your bank. You have a bank account of sinful reactions. So, at a certain time, when you take on another body, like you take on bodies, new bodies, then there is somebody that is the Lord within the heart. He has different persons that is working on His behalf, the demigods, devatas, or administrators of who are eligible to award you your good and bad, because you have this account of your good deeds and bad deeds. And they think at this point in time, it is time for you to enjoy or suffer. So they award you your enjoyment and your suffering. So, now what do you do when you're experiencing this enjoyment and suffering? That will determine what you will be putting back in your account again. That means, if while enjoying, you continue the domination and exploitation, trying to exploit the resources of the material world, then you put back bad things into your account. Similarly, when you are experiencing the bad results, and you simply try to counteract these bad results by other bad results, by other bad activities, then you increase. So, in this way, your bank account, it appears to be a never-ending cycle where your bank account you just keep replenishing different. You exhaust some bad activities and you put more. You exhaust some good activities and you put bad, or you put some good ones. So this continue to go on. Yes, it does. As long as you do not come to that person who can help you to understand that you are an eternal soul and you have an eternal relationship with God, and you should try to put an end to the cycle of birth and death, and you should act in such a way that you should become God conscious, fully conscious of God, and you should act in such a way that you can rise above the realm of material consciousness, attain spiritual consciousness, and go back to the kingdom of God. Hare Krishna.